Miss Cordell glanced at the clock. Wait. That clock is wrong. And then she turned towards me for confirmation. Well, yes.
少し話がある。見当はついているな。
I need a partner. About my partner, right?
ああ。当てがないわけじゃないだろう。
Well, sure, but...
合わせる時間も必要だから、もうそんなに時間はない。
It's still a few months away.
2ヶ月しかないんだ。数ヶ月とは普通言わない。
So that's how long I have left?
そういうことに疎いのは知ってたが、それほどとはな。
Since you know how out of touch I am, how about avoiding that topic?
これも仕事だからな。それで探してはいるのか。
Well, yeah. Not really, no. Can my sprite do it?
嘘だな。
It was just like Miss Cordell to make such instant declarations. Why do you think that? Huh?
君のことは多少なりとも分かってるつもりだ。
Then why are you asking? Smarty pants, if you know all the answers, why you ask?
なんだ、つぼしか。
That is a monocle. Why is she wearing a monocle? She gave a weak smile as her hand combed through her hair. I like those gestures that Miss Cordell made every now and then. Okay. She looks... I don't know how old she looks. It's so hard to tell. When it came to music, she was always very strict and showed no mercy to her students, but that wasn't the only side to her. Although it seemed most students couldn't see past her image of being a strict lecturer. In fact, I used to be like that as well until I started taking these private lessons. Yep, bullseye.
まあ、君の音に合わせられる者もあまりいないか。妥協も良くない。
A blah? That's weird. Yeah, that's part of the reason. I kept pretending with a weak smile. Sometimes I felt that she was overestimating my abilities. Among all the lecturers in this school, Miss Cordell in particular held my skills in high regard. But I personally didn't feel that way. The Fortelle was an instrument that required magic, and the player had considerable control over its timbre. It was not like a piano or a cembalo. Don't know what that is, where you could produce single notes by just pressing one of its keys. Of course it made different sounds by pressing it harder, by the way you used the pedals. I won't show me this instrument, man. So it's... Does it have... What? But this was not how a Fortelle differed between individual players. You could say the variance of the sound itself was relatively similar to a wind instrument. Is this like... Someone just wanted every instrument combined into one, and they're like, let's call it a Fortelle. However, it appeared to be most similar to a human voice. Weird instrument, man. How do you carry this in a case? It's got pedals. And as it turned out, Miss Cordell thought very highly of the sound I produced. What was that sound? It had a lot to do with how the sound was perceived by others. The performer had no way to tell by himself. It was like being told that something you found normal was actually something very unique. Oh, she's disappointed in me.
聞いていなかったな。
No. Oh well, no.
素直でよろしい。ただ、授業中に私の話を聞かないのは減点だ。
Oops. Sorry.
まあいい。それは後にしてレッスンを始めるとしよ
う。Understood. Come on, let's play. I took the score out of my bag and placed it on the music stand. Miss Cordell scanned the score over my shoulder.
曲はいつものでいいのか？
I like this piece. Back off. Yes, I know the peace depends on my partner, but this is the only one I have right now.
まあいい。とりあえず初めから
Okay, let's do
通しで。
this.
それでは、始め。
Okay. How do I do? Now loading. Okay, good. Yes, here it is. Why does it say Forney? Do I have to click? Oh, no, D. Oh, jeez. So why am I living today? Oh, I missed it. This is everything I should have known this. Oh, what the heck? They wanted to choose. I wanted to do it all. Wonderful things would come up like a whirlwind. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. I'm sorry, I can't do this. I gotta concentrate. failed that. Continue. Where's the Y key? Yes. Continue. Wait, did I just start? Oh, okay. Well, here, let's try again. I got this time. So why am I living today? Because I didn't die. Going for beating like 3,300. Felt a sense of urgency. Didn't want to choose, I wanted to do it all. I have one story right now. It's so much worse. Oh. No. I won't continue. That's a decent score. Having finished my performance, I turned around in anticipation of Miss Cordel's critique.
ダメだな。それくらいは自分でも分かっているな。
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I realize that.
ならいい。練習で失敗することは悪くない。
Oh my gosh. This is hard. I wasn't sure what Miss Cordell was thinking, but she gave me a weak smile.
まあ、クリスの場合は目的意識が足りないからだな。
What do you mean?
パートナーも決まっていない状態で曲だけ練習しようとしているのが間違いだ。
So we ended up on that subject again. Chris, just find a partner, man. Let's go
別
right
に嫌がらせで言ってるわけじゃない。そもそもこんなことを言っている時期でもないんだからな。
Yes, I know that.
ならその言葉を信じよう。
Thank you.
当てはあるんだろ？
Well, yeah. Obviously.
知り合いのトルティニタか？
Sure. Yeah, that's right.
あの子も今年卒業だろう。ちょうどいいんじゃないのか？
Maybe. I'll take it into consideration. I don't know. She doesn't know either, I don't think.
そうか。まあいい。いざとなったら私の方で何とかする。
Okay, arrange something.
声楽科の生徒に頼む。今年のレッスンが終わるまでにまだ決まってなかったらこちらで勝手に決めさせてもらう。
Meaning?
君に決定権はない。満足に曲も弾けない状態でパートナー探しも辛いだろ。
So bad at the Fortelle. I replied to those words in a serious tone. It's not hard at all. I'm so pro at playing Fortelle. Miss... What's her name? Corvell?
そうか。
Cordell.
ならクリスを信用しよう。自分で早く決めることだな。
Come on, Chris, let's do this. Let's do this. Dots. I fell for it. But when she smiled at me like that, I couldn't possibly talk back anymore.
さて、とにかく練習だな。今ここでたくさん失敗しておくといい。
Okay, do I get a redo?
最初からもう一度。
I want to redo. I want to redo. I want to redo. Say now loading right here. Say it. Oh, dang it, no. I remained in the lesson room after Miss Cordell had left to wait for the slight exaltation from my performance to fade. I began thinking about the warning I had been given numerous times now. It wasn't like I hadn't been thinking about the partner issue at all. I was just still feeling a bit indifferent about it. I knew full well that I was getting short on time, but I was somehow unable to motivate myself to take action. Piova Music Institute. The music institute, named after the town it resides in, was world-renowned for its production of many famous musicians. It had a long history, and getting accepted into and graduating from it was considered a commendable feat. Since I was a Fortelle player, which not many people had the natural disposition for, the institute had been lenient with my enrollment. I suppose that was the reason I was having a hard time now. Not unexpectedly, to be able to graduate, a final assignment needed to be completed. This assignment was a recital at the Institute's concert hall. At this event, we would be rated by graduate students from the Institute and active musicians from across the country. Depending on the result, it was possible to repeat the year, although most students ended up being forced to drop out in this case. Conversely, depending on the degree of success, you could be graduated or guaranteed a successful career as a musician immediately. That's good. I'm gonna practice now. The bar was placed very high. Even so, Miss Cordell had assured me that I had qualifications to graduate, although she did remind me that I would probably be cutting it close. For Fortellus, a recital was bound by 2 regulations, and no matter how talented you were, there was no way to graduate unless these conditions were met. First, the piece to be recited had to be original. I happened to have one prepared, so this wasn't a problem for me. The second, the more problematic regulation, was that the recital had to be done in accompaniment of a song. Normally this meant partnering with the senior vocalist. For them, this would also be their graduation recital. But as a general rule, it didn't have to be a student from the vocal department. It didn't have to be a student of this institute. It could be a regular citizen of the town, for instance. Even so, partnering someone who wasn't used to singing in front of a crowd might not yield a very good result. As such, I'd never heard of a student partnering with an outsider before. Well, it wasn't like I didn't have a candidate. It was just that part of me was hesitant to partner with that girl. The reason being, actually, I was not even sure myself. She was actually a pretty good singer. Plus, she was a childhood friend who I had known since I was small, and we still got along fine. Then why? I have asked myself this question many times, and I could never figure out the answer. Okay, I am going to save it here. How do I save? Save. Save 1. Let's do it. And I'm gonna stop recording, and actually I'm gonna practice. I want to get good at this, so probably I'll practice record sometime tomorrow. But yeah, so far I like this. I like this novel. I like the concept. So thanks for watching.